I'm Lori Shaw with Renaissance Periodization, and today I'm going to make one of the recipes from my all sweets cookbook called Something Sweet that we released in the holiday season 2017. And this is one of my favorite recipes. So if you do not have a cast iron skillet, you can use a glass pie plate for this and just spray it really good with cooking spray. It'll be totally fine, but if you do happen to have a cast iron skillet, it just makes the best cookies. So we're going to have this on low heat. I'm gonna add some coconut oil. And some coconut sugar. And we're going to just cook this over low heat together. You can probably tell right away, this isn't one of the healthier recipes. I talk about it in the Something Sweet cookbook that, you have to have desserts in life. There's gonna be periods where you diet. There's gonna be periods where you don't diet. Desserts are like a great part of life. And so I certainly have my share of desserts. And so this is one of those indulgent kind of recipes. It's not something that you're gonna be making every Sunday night as a part of your meal prep. And once that's liquefied, just pull it off the heat, stir in vanilla and date sugar. Date sugar is something I use a lot. It's just dried and ground up dates. It's sort of like a brown sugar. Stir that in really good. We're just gonna let this sit for 5 to 10 minutes. Just let it hang out. So we've got an egg, and we don't wanna dump this egg into a hot pan with hot stuff in it. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of this and add it to the egg and stir it in, because we kinda want to gradually bring up the temperature of the egg. We can add that into the pan now with some salt and baking soda. So we add that in, stir it up. And what's gonna give you, instead of flour in this recipe, because obviously most cookies have flour in them, I'm using crushed cereal. So this is 100% amaranth flakes. You can buy this, at health food stores. They usually have like spelt flakes, some different kinds of cereals. And I like the amaranth because it's the lowest in carbs of the options. And so that's gonna give like some meat to the cookie and kind of replace the flour in it for a lot less carbs. So this is 3 cups, crushed up. You don't want them fine. Just kind of, I don't know if you can see that, but just kind of smaller flakes. You can kind of just like crunch it with your hand. You don't need to get too fancy. You don't need to use a food processor. Just get, a freezer bag, put the cereal in it, or even just kind of like crunch it as you're adding it. That's totally fine too. But you can see it's just like kind of giving some shape to your cookie dough. And of course, you know that I'm gonna add in chocolate. So we're gonna add in some nibs, a bunch of nibs. Make sure everything is nice and uniform, folded in. There's coconut oil on the bottom. You want to get all of that in so everything gets properly moistened. And then just use your spatula to spread it out to cover the pan. Pie pan, pie plate, whatever you're using if you don't have cast iron. And we're going to let it do its thing in the oven now. All right, so we've got our warm skillet cookie out of the oven. It smells amazing in here. And so this is the kind of dessert that, again, you could probably work a spatula around it, take it out on a serving platter. You can totally do that if you want to. You can cut it into pieces, scoop it out, put it in bowls. At our house, we like to take it right out of the skillet, or take it right out of the oven and put a big scoop of ice cream right in the center. This is red velvet, enlightened protein ice cream, so it doesn't count. Everybody knows that. And so just put some of this right in the middle and just let it melt down over this cookie. and then give everybody a spoon. That's how we do it at my house.